What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Now today I have an unboxing of this boot right here, the Sokito Scudetta, in this very cool collab with Unisport. And so here is the box. As you can see, it does say Sokito. They're Unleash the Future of Performance. And it comes in this weird like lunchbox looking box, I guess. And take this off. Oh, here, I forgot to show you the tag right there. You guys can see Sokito Scudetta, Unisport Bio stuff. And so there is the boot. And the colorway is actually pretty nice. It looks really cool in person. There's a lot of details which I'm going to show you guys. And yeah, I'm just going to talk about the boot overall. I do have a couple videos on this. I do have the first impressions video as well as a playtest for the Sokito Scudetta already on my channel. So you guys want to go check them out. I will leave links in the description. Also, I do plan on doing a POV playtest and just talk about the boot as I'm wearing them again for the first time and just breaking them in. But yeah, today we're just going to go over the boot again. I won't do an on-feet portion just because I did already do one. So if you guys are interested, just go look at my other videos. Alright, so here we have it, a Sokito Scudetta and Unisport collab. And it's a very interesting like design. You guys can see it's mainly green and black and yellow. And it has all these different types of like little like patterns here. You guys can see this is kind of like the Unisport logo here, and you guys can see a leaf and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. And something else that's very cool is that these are numbered. You guys can see I do have pair 164 out of 350. So there's only 350 pairs of these that were made, and they're still available. So if you guys want to go and buy yourself a pair, just go to Unisport. They do have a couple sizes still. I was able to get these actually at a discount, so that's pretty cool. And so yeah, they're not selling now, but it's very cool to have, I guess, like a numbered boot. I never had one, and it's pretty cool that they actually number their boots. I feel like companies that do make limited edition boots should have like numbered like boots. But anyways, you guys can see right there, that's what the boot is made out of. Like not everything, but like it is composed of those materials. And yeah, the Sokito Scudetta I actually really like. Like I said in my previous videos, it's not the best fitting boot for my foot shape. It does kind of feel awkward here in the midfoot just because there's a lot of like weird gaps. But overall, it performs well. I don't mind using them. The upper here on this pair actually just feels really soft and pliable, like already straight out of the box. And I did say that in my previous video, but once broken in, they get even softer. But this already feels like pretty soft, so that's kind of weird. They already feel broken in. It feels like somebody already wore these, but obviously they're brand new. But yeah, it's pretty interesting that they're very, very soft, very pliable. They feel even softer than the white pair that I do have. So that's actually pretty interesting to see. Here the midfoot does change to a different synthetic material that does provide a little bit more support, and it creates like a nice locked in sensation. The heel is actually pretty comfortable. I did say in the beginning that I did get a heel blister. So we'll see if I get that in the beginning with this boot as well, since this is a brand new pair. We'll just check it out. Hopefully I don't get a blister. I really don't want to get a blister, but we'll see. But overall the padding is really nice. It grips your sock really nicely, and there's a good amount of heel lock down here. And then the sole plate itself, it is a one-piece sole plate, and it's kind of stiff in the forefoot. There is this kind of weak spot here in the midfoot. You guys can see where it bends. I don't really feel that when I'm playing around with these. Like it doesn't really feel like an issue. Obviously, if you're gonna force the boot itself to bend, it's gonna bend. But on feet, like honestly, I don't. Your foot's not gonna bend that way. Um, but yeah, this like sole plate is pretty stiff, pretty responsive, and the stud pattern itself is pretty aggressive as well. So the Sokito Scudetta overall I really like, and it's a really good boot. It's probably one of the best boots that is out right now in 2025 in terms of like speed boot. But there's something that kind of bothered me when I did get this pair, and that's kind of like the way they made it. Alright, so with the right boot, you guys can see that it does have these double like lace holes in the tongue, so that kind of prevents the tongue from sliding like side to side, which is excellent. I really like that they added this. But you guys can see here where there's supposed to be a hole, there is actually no hole. Like they forgot to cut it, and so you guys can see this one, these two, and then this one is supposed to be right here, and there's no actual hole. So that's kind of really annoying. That's very frustrating that this happens, just because I feel like it shouldn't happen. And especially Sokito, like if people are trying your boots for the first time, like this might make it so that they don't try it again. So that's kind of annoying. And the second thing here in the tongue as well, you guys can see there's a little bit of extra material here in the tongue that folds in, and it kind of creates a little bump. Trying to close it up here, and also like the stitching isn't really done all that well. You guys can see right there, this extra little piece. Hopefully it focuses. It's having hard trouble, but you guys can see right there. And so that piece kind of folds in. And so when I tie my cleats very tight, obviously this boot is more like a tight fitting boot. So you could really feel that little bump and like just pressing against like my foot. And it's just really annoying. So yeah, like I can fix these stuff. Like I could make the cut and cut off this extra piece of material, but I feel like I shouldn't have to do that. Like it should be like made the right way. So I did contact Sokito about it so that they're aware that this happens, and like that to make sure that they correct them, or just they're more cautious of like these small little like imperfections, just because like I feel like it just shouldn't be happening, right? And they also told me to like see if Unisport would give me a replacement pair, but honestly I don't want to go through the process of sending them back and then getting another pair. Like I'd rather just fix it. So probably won't be sending these back. I'll just fix this boot right here. But yeah, that's something that just kind of bugged me, that it just came with flaws, or just there are some defects. It's just really annoying. Like this shouldn't really be happening, but yeah, it is what it is. So other things that are kind of cool about this is that you got the Unisport here in the back, as well as their logo, I believe, on the other tongue. Let me get it. You have their Unisport logo right here. You guys can see it right there. Yeah, so pretty cool. So here one says Sokito and the other one says Unisport. So those are like the small details there. But yeah, it's a pretty cool colorway in my opinion. That's it for today's video. If you guys have any questions on this boot, just let me know down in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them. Like I said before, I do have a play test and first impressions on this boot. So if you guys want more information, just check those videos out. I will be doing a POV play test, like while I'm on the field. So I'll just talk more about the boot while wearing them for the first time and breaking them in again. So if you guys are interested in seeing that, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We're close to 6K subs on YouTube, so that's pretty cool. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like, and like I said before, make sure to subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.